And once again, we're back here only on After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel. Joining me here on the location, this young lady here, well, she's in SCORE. She's shooting for her own site. She has more sites you can take a look at, and age is only a number. Well, this young lady here is just absolutely gorgeous. I give you the sexy, the gorgeous, the beautiful. I give you Miss Raven Swallowz. So, Raven, let's start off here with first off, congrats on SCORE. How nice is that when even now in your age, you're still desirable. They still want you. They still want to shoot you. Like, how nice is it being in demand?
Oh, it's totally awesome. We being my husband and I never thought at this age that I would be doing anything like this, especially just starting. As a matter of fact, interesting enough, I had told my husband I was going to stop doing photos completely once I turned 50. So, needless to say, it didn't go that way. So, good for all of us, right?
So, what got this, I guess, career resurgence? Like, what made you decide to keep shooting, keep doing this, and get into the adult industry and full time in the first place?
Well, I guess it's probably got a lot to do with the time we live in. Does that make sense? I feel like if this opportunity had presented itself when I was much younger, when I was younger in that time, I probably would not have, taken it. I would have been hesitant. But I guess with, all of the social media and the internet and just everything and the way the world is today, I don't know, it lends to some kind of confidence, and in being able to go out there and do it. You don't have to answer to anybody. You can just do it your way, in your room, in your privacy, or not in your privacy, with who you want to. And I feel like that has a lot to do with me wanting to continue to go even further, in this industry. So yeah, and I'm not unhappy that I did. I'm glad I didn't stop when I turned 50.
So a mutual friend of ours, as you call it, Yummy Girl, she got you into this in the first place. How nice is it having somebody who, as you said, helps you out? Like, okay, this is who to shoot with, this is who to avoid, this is what to do, this is what to look for. Like, how nice was it having somebody sort of show you the ropes and let you know like who to look out for, who to work with, and who to sort of just generate to.
Oh, that was invaluable to me because my husband, he is the one who does my photos and he's my videographer. He does everything. So it's basically just he and I. And I've known Sofi Marie for at least 10 years, at least, and maybe much longer than that, way before she even thought about getting into this business. So once she did, I immediately took interest to it. And once I said, hey, yeah, this is something that I want to do, she was just there for me. And I mean, and that's just what friends do. Good associates, friends, they help you out when you need help. So that worked out really well in my favor. And I hope that having me on her site kind of helps her out too. That way it gives her a bit of a variety.
So I'm curious when how much work goes into all this? Because you have your own site, you have your own OnlyFans, you have a ManyVids account. I mean, you do everything here. Like, and it helps that your husband's your videographer, and he's your photographer, but still, how much work goes into like editing, getting people, scheduling things, paying for, the medical tests, organizing all this. Like, how much work literally goes into just making one clip?
Well, like you said, all of the above. and it can be a lot of work. You know, there's a lot of, I have a career outside of this that I still I work at. I work at on a, you know, every day. I go to work. So when I come home, then I have to, you know, work with my husband on the video, on editing the videos, and, you know, going through the photos, and, you know, answering questions on the Instagram, and you know, all my fans on my web pages, OnlyFans. So it is a lot. It's very time consuming, but you know, it's fun. So when you enjoy doing something, it doesn't seem so much like work. When I did scores, it really opened my eyes because it was totally different. Um, they're the way they videotape and the way they do things, and that was my first quote unquote professional um, video that I've made outside of with Yummy Girl. And it really was a different experience. It was very business, I should say. And yeah, they want, you know, A, B, and C, and they want A, B, and C in this order, and they want, you know, you to be able to do this and that, and it has to be this long a period of time when you do it, and you need to make sure that when you do this part, it matches that. I mean, it's very very involved. So that type of content producing is very different. So, but it showed light on a different part of this field, and gave me an appreciation for all those that do a lot of the professional shoots with the scores and the brazzers and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but again, it's fun. So it doesn't seem so much.
For somebody like yourself, how big is it going to the conventions, the Exoticas, AVN? Because that's where a lot of people will do, you know, shoot content. That's like for you, like 5 days where you can get as many shoots as possible. Like for you, how big is it traveling when it's feasible, and also when there's a lot of people there, so you can just start networking, collecting, and have a huge talent pool to pick from?
Well, I was at this past AVN, and there is, just as everybody well knows, an unbelievable amount of talent. I mean, from every walk, from every type of, you know, every walk in the porn industry. It's just incredible. And I have to be honest, I was a tad intimidated by it. I'm kind of new. I'm not new, but I'm new to the industry, and I honestly, I was overwhelmed. I just didn't know who to go to first. You know, you see these people that you see in these big time productions, and you want to go up and say hi, but they have got, you know, 10,000 people around them, you know, trying to vie for their attention, and I become a fan instead of an actual talent. So it was a little bit it was very interesting. But I'll definitely do it again, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to make more connections, and I won't be so overwhelmed. I'll know a little bit better what to expect. So, but yeah, it's like I said, I was kind of awestruck. So I don't know if I expected that.
Like, is there any plan this year to go to the Exoticas in Chicago, in Miami, in New Jersey, where all of a sudden you have more like picks for people? Like in New Jersey, you have a whole all the East Coast people go there, so that means you get to you know, pick and choose with those people. In Florida, a lot of people go there because it's Miami. Chicago, a lot of Midwestern people. Like for you, how much do you look at these conventions and go, okay, this person on my wish list, this person wants to work with me. I'm going to go these places because that's five, six, maybe seven scenes I could do right off the bat, and I can now have like a full week's, you know, content.
Absolutely. If I were to have people reach out to me or contact me, say, hey, you know, we would love to create content with you, and we're going to be here, I would definitely try to make those events. I'm not so sure that I would actually go there unless I felt like that those people would be willing to actually work with me. Because again, this is just kind of a part-time thing for me. It's not a full-time gig. You know, I have, like I said, I have my career and I maintain a full-time job outside of this. So it would definitely have to be worth my while in order for me to take off work here to go to work here. Does that make sense? So I guess it depends on I who I can reach out to and who I can make those contacts with and who says, yeah, you know, I'm willing to do this with you. And if I can get A, B, and C to do that, then absolutely, I'll make it happen.
What do you look for when people want to collaborate with you? Because you're this very desirable woman. You have a name. You have
Thank
now,
you.
some popularity. So when people, and there's a lot of people, I'm guessing, want to collaborate with you. So what do you look for? Is it personality? Is it looks? Is it attitude? Is it the way they carry themselves? Like, what is it that you look for when people want to shoot with you?
I like I like a good attitude. Okay, I like a good attitude, and personality definitely plays a role in it. As far as actual looks are concerned, um, I got a I don't have a particular type, you know. I mean, I people are attractive, they're attractive. And everybody doesn't have to be attractive. Some people just have to have a certain amount of confidence about them or feel or look like they're or give off a certain air. And sometimes that's all you need. You don't have to have a certain look or be a certain size. So for me, it's just people who are like myself, you know, just out there kind of trying to have a little bit of fun as well as, just create the content, be there for your fans. I've not actually narrowed it down, and thank you so much for the compliments. I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping that maybe these type of things, these type of interviews will help give me more exposure so that more people will hear of me and maybe reach out to me and I can possibly make these contacts so that I can have more content creators and evolve a little bit more before I am too mature to do it in the near future.
So who have you enjoyed working with? Maybe besides Sophie Marie, who's I guess your BFF. Like, give me some people that you've enjoyed working with because either they love sex, they love working with you, or they're good people, or they just you vibe with them. Like, give me some people you enjoyed creating content.
I really did enjoy. Um, I've enjoyed everybody that I've have made contact with. Honestly, because like I told you, I've been out there for a long time, but I'm a little bit newer to the porn piece. I made Chris Cardio. He was really awesome to work with. Um, Let me see who else. Nade. Um, Nade Nasty. He was really cool. I really enjoyed our time together. He's who I shot with the Spores. Let me see who else did we did. Of course, I did Spike Irons. You know, he works a lot with Sophie Marie as well, and he was awesome. I mean, just everybody has been really, really professional, and I think that is one of the key things that I look for. Going back to what you asked me just before now, I think that professionalism is what stands out in my mind and really allows me to enjoy doing doing the content. So
Toughest part is always figuring out what sells and what you like. And it's tough because you want to, you know, shoot stuff that you like. The fans want certain other things. So for you,
right,
how tough is it
right.
figuring out what is it that you love to do sexually compared to what people want to see you do sexually?
Well, like you said, it's fan driven. You know, your fans because they want to see you do what they want to see you do. That's just the plain and simple of it. Um, I love giving head. That's, my name says it, swallows. That's my thing, that's something that I can do every day, you know, and for every shoot, all day long. That's my thing. And fortunately, that's a lot of my fans' things. So that works out well. So we try to collaborate with those people who want that or have a fan base for giving head, and then we also try to do do shoots with what their fans like as well. I'm going to do a shoot this coming weekend, and this person, he's known for his cream pie, so we'll work that into one of the shoots, and then of course there's going to be a big blowjob shoot with a big facial. That's how we kind of work together and make it work out for both fan bases.
So what's on the bucket list for 2023? Like, give me some things you want to do, you want to try. It could be sexual, it could be non-sexual. Like, give me some things, but it's on your wish list.
I would really love to collaborate with Miss Diamond Jackson, but who wouldn't love to collaborate with her? She is completely and totally awesome. Um, she's just so sexy and hot, and she just has a dirty mouth, and I just love it. I love everything she does. How it comes across, she's gorgeous. I wouldn't mind collaborating with Brazzers if they have any interest in a more mature um, porn star. I would love, love, love to do something with them, but I don't have a whole lot of fillers out there. I just kind of go with what comes my way. And again, and that's one of the nice things about this just being something that I want to do and something I enjoy doing, and almost like just a hobby. I if something's right there for me and somebody reaches out, and I can make it happen, I'm there. But if they don't, then that's okay too. I can just enjoy what everybody else is doing and just, make sure my fans are taken care of.
So before we let you go, I gotta ask, how tough is it balancing all this? In that, as you said, your husband gets it because he does help you out. But how tough is it explaining to friends sometimes, like, no, I can't put my phone down. I'm doing business. No, I can't have drinks. I'm going to a shoot. Hey, I can't do this. I'm, working on this because you have two jobs. And sometimes they'll come up, ahead of your friends, family. How tough is that for them to, understand, like, you have a baby and you have a career and they need to be fed 24/7?
Well, you just kind of prioritize, just like with anything in life. You look at what you need to do in this, and you look at, what demands that your regular job has. And, sometimes you just, you do what you have to do. If you want to be with your friends and your family, you're going to do that. And you make time for those things that are most important for you. So I don't know. It just works out for me. I'm not sure. I don't have children, so that probably helps a lot. I never had children, and so it's just, my husband and I, but I do have lots of friends and family that do ask me to do things and to go out, and I don't know, it just works out. I don't know. I've not run into a really hard situation, at least not of yet, and I hope it stays that way. I hope I can continue to juggle it and keep everything up, and everybody satisfied, and especially my fans. So call me lucky, I guess.
Oh, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we're happy to have on the show. I give you the sexy, the gorgeous, the very beautiful. I give you its Miss Raven Swallowz. Raven, before we let you go, so where can fans check you out at? Where is the website? Where is the OnlyFans? The Twitter page,
Mhm.
Instagram. Where can fans hit you up at?
Okay, well, my webpage is at ravenswallowz.com, and it's swallows with a Z. You can also get my webpage through Raven Swallowz with an S, and we kind of made them both go to the same site in case, people weren't aware of how I spelled my name. Have Instagram, and that's the real Raven Swallowz with a Z. I also have a Twitter, and that's at Sexy O Girl, and that's sexy like Ohio, OH girl. And of course, OnlyFans. Those are probably the main sites that you can see what I do, and hopefully I'll get some more fans that hopefully you guys will love it. And on those sites a lot, and I do correspond with my fans. And if you get on there, and if I'm on there, I definitely will talk with you. And if you tell me what you like, if I can do it, I try to work it out. So I appreciate any and all my fans that I currently have, and all those new friends to come.
Raven Swallowz, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, always on a pleasure having you on the show. We come back, a lot more going on here. Only on It's After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel.